Please take a look at this diagram. Do I make this better clear now? Okay. And let me take a second point about OBC, or what are known as other backward classes. In the case of other backward classes, it is Article 338B, which is the National Commission for Backward Classes. It gives a recommendation to the President under Article 342A. It is the President only for the purposes of central government. Okay, so the President keeps the, what you can say, what is known as a central list only for the purposes of central government, right? And for the purposes of state government, and for the purpose of state government, each state will create a state list. Okay, this is also given under Article 342A. Okay, so this is basically what we understand with regard to the other backward classes. The identification for the other backward classes, on the other hand, unlike the STs and SCs, can be done both by the central government and the state government. What I mean to say is that if a central university or if a central government job is to be considered, if a central university or a central government job is to be considered, then the decision whether the group is going to be identified as a other backward class is to be made by the central government under Article 342A, and the scientific body which is going to recommend to the central government is National Commission for Backward Classes under Article 338B. This will fall in what is known as a central list. But if it is a reservation with regard to other backward classes in state government, so for example, recently we are seeing the state government of Maharashtra classifying Marathas in sections of Marathas as OBCs, this kind of a reservation of Marathas as OBCs is going to be done by the state government under Article 342A. So what are, for the purposes of central government, are to be done by the central government, and for the list of those people who are to be created under the central government, you will have a central list, and for the purposes of state government, it would be done by the state list. So a list which is to be kept over here would be called a state list. Do we understand? This is the distinction. So Article Millen versus State of Maharashtra does not apply upon OBCs. In OBCs, it is actually a matter of fact that the groups can be identified as other backward classes from the OBCs into the, let's say, the scheduled, into the groups of OBCs by the state government for the state government purposes. So जो state की university है या जो state का administration है, उसमें आप OBC के reservation अपना खुद का राज्य बना सकता है. ठीक, जैसे for example, if you talk about Bihar PCS, for Bihar PCS, who is going to be an OBC can be decided by the Bihar government. But for the UPSC aspirants appearing from Bihar, the OBC status will be decided by the central list. Similarly, if there is a university in Uttar Pradesh, which is a state university of Uttar Pradesh, the OBC category for that university can be decided by the government of Uttar Pradesh. But if it is a central university in Uttar Pradesh, then the OBC category for that university is going to be decided by the government of India. That's the point we are trying to identify. Do we understand? This entirely should be able to tell you exactly what is the entire setup. Prelims के लिए इतना अगर आप समझ लेंगे तो काफी होगा. This also National Commission for Backward Classes. Recommendations are not binding upon the President. ठीक है, एक चीज मैं यहाँ पर और लिख देता हूँ, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडीज को कवर कर रहे हैं. हाँ, यस यू राइट, ओनली ओबीसी के लिए द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट हैज द पावर. Yes, not for SC and ST. Absolutely spot on. Now you are fit to answer a prelims question on this part. ठीक है, यही सारा डेटा आपके प्रीलिम्स के क्वेश्चन बन के आ जाएगा, पूरा प्रोसीजर वगैरह के ऊपर. SC/ST न्यूज में है ही मणिपुर की वजह से, और OBC बिहार कास्ट सेंसस की वजह से न्यूज में है. नो, द power given to the government of India is for the central list, and power given to the government of states is for the state list. What is given under Article 342A Clause 1 is for the central government for the central list, and for Article 342A Clause 3 is for the state government for state list. Do I make myself clear? Article 342A provides that the central government shall keep a central list and the state government shall keep a state list.